What is up, everyone? It's DV, and I am inside Roblox Islands, and I've got a bully test for you. This is going to actually be a really fun and scary test, because I actually don't want to take it, because I've done some of these. I'm guilty for some of these, so I really hope I'm not a bully. I don't think I'm a bully. Let's hope not. I've already done kind of a little bit of a test, but I need to give myself a really honest version of this test, and you need to do the same. So the question is, are you a Roblox Islands bully? And I want you all to take this test, and join me in this little self-analysis test to see if you are truly a big Roblox bully without even realizing it. You might be one without even realizing it. Now, before we begin, be sure to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you are new, because guess what? That's one of the bully questions. If you haven't done that yet, and you've got 5 seconds to do it, then you got to give yourself a 2. Because hey, I make Islands content, and if you don't sub to me, you're a big bully. You got to give yourself 2 points. And how this is going to work. So if you've done any of the things that are listed, I'm going to give you the number of points you need to write down if you did that thing. So certain things that you might have done, I'm going to give you different scores based on what it is, depending on the severity of what it is. So if you did something that's really mean, it's going to be more points. If you did something that's so, it's going to be less points. And what you're going to do at the end, you're going to tally up all those points. You're going to add them all up. And if you are over the points or over the score that I give you at the end, you are a big bully. You're a big Roblox bully. And so let's see if you are. So let's go. All right, so first up, little Bacon is out there trying to get some gold or maybe some iron or whatever the blocks they're going for. Have you ever run up and started farming or mining what they were already mining? So you got to ask yourself inside, did you ever run up to maybe a gold ore or, like a gold ore deposit or an iron ore deposit? Someone was already farming, maybe with a wooden pickaxe, maybe something that wasn't as good as yours, or maybe, they were just already on it. They were just, needing a little bit of that gold, or maybe they needed a little bit of iron, and you just decided to take it for yourself instead of letting them finish by themselves. Did you ever do that? If you've done that, you got to give yourself a 3. Write that 3 down. You got to write that 3 down right now. Go punch it in your phone, write it in the dirt, grab a pen and paper, write that down, put it in a notepad, whatever you got to do. That's a 3. Keep track. That's a 3. Next up, we've got stealing kills from someone. Have you ever stolen a kill from someone? What does that mean? Have you ever maybe run up to, a buffalo core, a slime, maybe a wizard lizard, or maybe a scorp? Have you run up to any of these and stolen it from someone that was already attacking it? Maybe you saw them battling a little pink slime, that is really elusive and most desired. Everyone wants to kill pink slimes. You see a pink slime out, you don't care who's already attacking it, right? You're gunning straight towards that pink slime. You're gonna kill it. You're gonna kill it, and you're gonna try to get that pink sticky gear, because everyone wants pink sticky gears, right? Everyone wants those things. Did you do that? Did you do that to a Bacon? Did you do that to anyone? If you've ever done something like that, give yourself a 3. And yes, it's happened many times to me as a Bacon noob. Yes, it has. I'm a victim of this bully. I am a victim of this bully, as every single noob to pro video I've ever done, they've stolen kills from me. It makes me really sad inside remembering all these things. Now, next up, question is, have you stolen fish from someone? Did you steal their fish? While someone was trying to fish in the pond and they had their little bobber out there, they were trying so hard to get that fish. Did you steal that fish from them because you're faster and better? Did you steal a fish? If you ever stole a fish from someone because you really wanted your propeller, or maybe you really wanted some carp, maybe you just wanted some fish, or maybe you were going for a pearl, did you ever steal a fish from someone? If you've ever done something like that, you need to give yourself a 2. A 2. It's not as bad. That's why it's a 2. It's not as bad. Okay. I've done it a few times. I have done it. I've done it a few times. Okay. It's because someone did it to me. I got a little angry. So I started doing it to them, and then I did it to them, and I felt bad because I'm a pro fisher. All right, next one we've got, this is one of the few severe ones. This is one of the bigger bullying. Have you ever taken items that were being given to someone else? Have you seen someone, maybe there was a little poor Bacon noob getting some coins, maybe a bag of coins. Did you run up and grab their coins? Maybe you grabbed some coin bags that were being given to another player from someone else, and you're just like, swipe. So did you steal stuff? Did you take stuff that was not being given to you? If you've ever done something like that, give yourself a 10. Give yourself a 10. If you've ever taken items that were being given to someone else, give yourself a 10. That's right, a 10. Next up, have you ever thrown items that could be given away to newbies or other players into the void that were of value? Maybe some titles, maybe some gold, maybe some vending machines, maybe some smelters, coin bags. Have you ever done something like that? I'm kind of super guilty of this. We're talking about you right now. We're talking about you. So have you done that? If you've ever thrown items into the void, give yourself a 5. You got to take a 5 on that one. Just take it. It's a 5. Next up, have you ever blocked an area that someone was building on? Have you gotten in their way while they were trying to maybe break things or trying to build things? Have you kind of maybe jumped in their way and just didn't care and you're just standing there in front of them while they're trying to do stuff? Have you ever done that? Guess what? I'm like one of the top victims of this. Anytime I'm working on my island, people are jumping on the stuff I'm working on. They just kind of crowd around you and then they're like, hey, DV, and then you're just trying to build stuff and they're like, oh, you're gonna try to place a block right there? Let me just jump on it. Let me just jump on that little wall that you're trying to build. That way you can't put anything here. They do it to me all the time. I kind of feel like they went through maybe a special operations training of how to bully DV, and they've succeeded and got fully certified and are the MVPs at bullying DV by blocking the areas he's trying to build on. They've done it so many times to me. It's such a big bully. But if you've done that to anyone, if you ever blocked someone, give yourself a 2. Give yourself a 2 if you've ever blocked. And guess what? Most of you watching that have actually, interacted with me while I was building, give yourself a 2. Next up, this one's kind of messed up. I think y'all know this one. Taking something from someone's island without asking. So, you know that thing called scamming, where maybe you give build permissions to someone and they take a smelter? That also includes if you take someone's totem, if you take their flowers, if you take their grass, if you take their rocks, if you take anything from their island without asking, that's bullying, and that is a big 15 for you. If you've ever done so, I don't care if it's a smelter or a flower, if you've ever stolen something small from someone's island without asking, without getting permission from them, I'm saying like, hey, can I have this? That's different, right? I'm talking, they won't miss that onion, they won't miss that wheat. So give yourself a 15 if you've ever taken something from someone without asking. So give yourself a 15 if you've done that. Now this one may seem a little silly and funny at times, but once it's done maybe like 5,000 times in your ears, it's not so funny. Have you ever spammed the honk? Have you ever spammed honk? Have you done that and you're just honking because now people are getting annoyed and you think it's hilarious because they're getting annoyed? If you've ever done something like that, give yourself a 2. So give yourself a 2 if you keep spamming that honk. Next up, we have something that unfortunately a lot of people do. A lot of people do this and they don't realize how mean it is to do, but it's called price shaming. Have you ever gone to an island and didn't agree with the prices? Maybe there's like 10 items and like 5 of them are really bad and the other 5s are, they're pretty decent, they're pretty good, they're fair. But have you ever gone to someone's island and shamed them and said they're scammers or they're overpriced and so expensive and, oh, this is a horrible shop, they're so expensive, oh, they're too cheap, or, whatever it is? Have you ever done that and made them feel really, really bad because of it? If you've ever done something like that, if you've ever price shamed, give yourself a 3. And the only reason why I'm making a 3 instead of a 5 or a 10 is because price shaming's, you kind of, most people that are price shaming, they're trying to help someone or they're trying to prevent others from getting, ripped off because things are too expensive. So I get the intent, but really bullying someone is bullying, right? If you're bullying a shopkeeper or a shop owner because you don't agree with their prices, that's bullying. That is a form of bullying. So I'm going to give you have to take it. I don't care if you think you're right or wrong. You got to take that 3. You got to take that 3. If you've ever price shamed, and I'm guilty, I am 100% guilty of this, so I'm going to take my 3 too. And I will tell you in the comments later what my score is. So I'll pin it so you can see if I'm a bully, and I'm actually going to score every single one I've done. I want to know the things you've done too, if you really want to, or you can just give me the score, but I would love to see the things you've done. All right, next one. We got the next one. I'm not gonna even tell. I'm no comment on this one. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you if I've done this already because I think you already know. And that is trapping players at your spawn. Have you ever trapped players at your spawn? Have you ever bullied them at your spawn and made it so that they couldn't go anywhere? If you've ever done something as toxic and mean and bullying as something like that, give yourself a 5. Give yourself a 5, you big bully. Give yourself a 5 for trapping players at your spawn. That's right. Most of you have probably seen these. They got these little donation conveyors that are sitting around. They're like, hey, please donate me. Please give me some things that are rare. Give me things that, are going to make me richer than you and everyone else in the world. Just give me free stuff. Have you ever donated trash things that aren't of value? Have you ever donated maybe like stone or wheat, or have you ever given like maybe bricks or something else that are just kind of while they're hoping for gold, they're hoping for maybe pearls, maybe they're hoping for some gilded stuff, maybe they're hoping for some smelters. Have you ever donated stuff that's considered kind of just trash stuff that has very little value? If you've ever done that, give yourself a 5. Give yourself a 5 if you've ever done that. Next up is something that I've actually been victim of a lot. I've actually been victim of this, and I actually created a video yesterday about this, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did, and that is wall glitching. Have you ever gone to someone's island and wall glitched? Have you ever gone through one of their walls and were like, oh, look, I can go somewhere I'm not supposed to? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that? If you've ever done that, you need to give yourself a 3. If you've ever glitched through someone's wall on their island and thought it was funny, and even if you didn't think it was funny, I'm not going to let you out of that one. If you ever wall glitched, and I'm talking about going through someone's wall or even hopping it, even if you hop a wall that isn't supposed to be hopped, if you wall hopped, give yourself a 3. And then, of course, you know, I'm not going to let you escape this one. If you still haven't subscribed to DV, you got to give yourself a 2. Come on. All right, so now that we've gone all through that, we've gone through the whole list, done all these, total them up, and if your points are over 25 points, you are a Roblox Islands bully. That's right, you're a big bully. And guess what? Here's to a fresh start. I'm going to let you hit that like button. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. I would never do something like that. I'd never ask you to like this video. Never, ever, never, never, ever would I ever ask you to like the video. That'd be a horrible thing for me to do as a YouTuber. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new, and I will see you all next time. And make sure you put in, I want to know what your points are. I want to know. Put them in the comments. I want to see them.